For sure.
Dude, these used to take hours. So we're here tonight with Flying Ostrich Media. As you can see, I'm kind of setting up everything here. We're gonna do our 2025 recap video as a brokerage. So each and every year, we try to do at least two, the mid-year and then the final year recap, just announcing all the successes, the announcements, the achievements that all of our advisors in our brokerage did. Put it all over social media, that way people can share it and people can see it. But 2025 was an amazing year for a lot of our advisors. So we'd like to get that out there, early enough to where people can still say, look what we accomplished. So I'm going to bring you guys along tonight and do that with us.
Look at the camera one time.
Are you guys ready? Hi, my name is Corey Hasting, broker and owner for Christie's International Real Estate, First Coast. The 2025 housing market asked more of everyone involved. Buyers moved with cautious intention, sellers leaned on experience, and every decision carried greater weight. We saw some of the highest interest rates for the majority of the year, continued market and affordability challenges, as well as rising inventory and longer days on market. The market rewarded those who understood the moment, adapted quickly, and stayed focused on the fundamentals. Despite these challenges, I'm incredibly proud to share that our advisors just completed one of our greatest years yet. I'm thrilled to present the outstanding numbers and successes we achieved in 2025. Our advisors accounted for nearly $972 million in closed sales volume, our second most ever since opening in 2018. As a brokerage, we closed 1,482 total transactions. These achievements combined give our brokerage an astonishing average sales price of over $655,720, up 3.3% from the previous year. Our per advisor averages continue to set the bar high and are the highest in the city with brokerages, tallying over $7 million in total sales volume and over 10 closed transactions per advisor. One of our most notable accomplishments in 2025 was going through one of the largest conversions in real estate history, leaving England Volkers and transitioning to Christie's International Real Estate. With Christie's, our advisors continue to hold themselves to a higher standard of excellence. Their determination, adaptability, and drive are a testament to the caliber of professionals we're proud to call part of our team. In addition to these achievements, we welcomed 15 new advisors in 2025, bringing an additional $88 million in prior production to our brokerage. This growth has increased our team to 138 selling advisors, each contributing to our continued success. Some of our more notable accomplishments for our brokerage in 2025 include being selected as the 36th fastest growing company in Northeast Florida by the Jacksonville Business Journal, marking our fourth time in 5 years being recognized on the top 50 fastest growing companies, making us the only real estate brokerage ever to accomplish this in Jacksonville. In addition, we had 89 advisors selected to the Jacksonville Business Journal Book of Lists, accounting for over 17% of the entire list, among the most of any brokerage in Northeast Florida. Our brokerage was one of only 24 brokerages around the entire country awarded the Real Trends Game Changer by Real Trends Media, recognized for the transaction sides of growth over 75% over a 5-year period of time. Our brokerage was selected as a member of the Mega 1000 by T360, representing the largest 1,000 brokerages in the country for closed sales volume for the 5th year in a row. Another exciting feat for our brokerage was launching an exclusive partnership with Zillow Showcase, giving our advisors the ability to enhance their customers' listings on the largest real estate platform in the world, something no other Northeast Florida brokerage can offer. The 2025 real estate industry brought mass consolidation all around the country, and even with us. We closed our old Jacksonville Beach and Satellite Neptune Beach shop locations and moved into our brand new Atlantic Beach headquarters, right in the heart of the Atlantic Beach Town Center. I know our entire team has been thrilled with this move. Throughout the year, we sold over 176 properties valued at over $1 million, and more than 48 properties exceeding $2 million, our most ever. Just to highlight a few, our highest listing sold for 2025 was 1250 Heron Point Road, sold for $7,050,000 by Paige Covington. Another notable sale was 571 Ponte Vedra Boulevard, sold for $5.525 million by Julia Fatahi. These are just a couple of our notable sales throughout the year. Each year, one of the most important things to us is giving back to our community. In 2025, our advisors raised nearly $30,000 in donations for the Special Olympics local Duval and national chapters, a testament to our team's commitment to their service and character. 2025 was an extremely difficult year for everyone to navigate in the real estate industry, but I couldn't be more proud of everything our advisors have accomplished. I'm excited to see what the future holds for all of us in 2026, and from all of us at Christie's International Real Estate First Coast, thank you.
For sure.
Dude, these used to take hours. You look at how we started the year, which was like the worst market I think any of us have ever seen in our history of our lives, unless you've obviously been in 08 or 09. And then we obviously went through a huge transition that most companies in the entire country have never done before. And then where we're at, like I think we're going to be really, really close to where we were last year, which is, if you would have asked me after March, I would have said we were going to miss by $100 million, to be honest. And I think we're going to be within like 10 or 11. So that's really uplifting. And so I'm telling you guys that because this time of year is so important, I think, to reflect on what we just went through, but also carry the momentum of the positives that you all accomplished into 2026. And, I think the biggest thing is just understanding, why we didn't hit them, what factors did we face, and then what can we do that's going to be different in 2026, right? Because, you guys hear me say a lot, like the definition of insanity is obviously doing the same thing over and over to get a different result, right? The market we think is going to be better in 2026, but at the same time, if all of us in this room are doing the exact same things that we've been doing the last 12 months, we're probably not going to grow. And so I would encourage you over this week, as we literally, at the end of this week is literally a new year, which is insane. Start thinking about 1 to 2 to 3 things you can change in your daily routine, your weekly routine, and then your quarterly routine. Because that's really where I think people are really gonna grow. Yeah, it's huge. And the thing is like, whenever we started this whole YouTube thing, it was just, honestly, it was for my family. Like, we actually launched our YouTube channel by mistake. Because through the transition, there was so many things that were happening, and I was telling my mom and my friends and those close to me about everything we were going, and they didn't believe me. They're like, "Oh yeah, sure, it's not that hard, whatever." And I'm like, no, it's like 10,000 hours in a week we're doing all these things. And so we started filming with no direction. We're like, I don't know, man, just film it. And then week would go by, we'd have a new direction. Month would go by, we'd have a new direction. Then 2 months would go by, we like this. And then it starts to naturally grow into all of these things and all of you in this room see things that nobody else sees. Like that room, or a chaos story, that closing that you saved, or hey, this is why we have home inspections, or whatever, everything, right? All 3 of those things, you guys probably have 1,000 of them. But you guys see it every day, you don't see it as unique. It's the same exact thing for any type of profession. So I would strongly urge you guys to really lean into that. So today we have something super exciting going on. So we are here at TPC Sawgrass, the absolute most beautiful course here in Northeast Florida, and we are getting ready to film the podcast with Desert Island Deals and PMG Media. Just to give you an idea who that is, On their last YouTube podcast, they have 115,000 views. So no pressure, Corey. I have no idea why they asked me on, but we're gonna bring you guys along with us behind the scenes and just enjoy today, because we wanted to have it somewhere that embodied Northeast Florida, which is obviously the Players Championship. These guys came all the way from London to be here. So once again, no pressure on me, but let's go ahead and bring you guys in the room. Let's get this started.
And welcome to TPC Sawgrass, one of the world's most elite golf courses. In fact, originally intended to test some of the best players in the world, the elite professionals. And so how fitting that you have an elite professional ourselves here with us today, sitting down with us on Desert Island Deals podcast. We have Mr. Corey Hasting, CEO of Christie's International Real Estate First Coast. Corey, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure.
You know, in many ways, were you eight years into this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it still feel like the early days, or do you feel like you've aged 15?
I feel like, even though I'm 35 in age, I feel like sometimes I'm 50, you know, so it's, you know, but yeah, I still have a lot of energy and I still love it, so.
Yeah.
Being real estate young is cool. Like, I was the youngest person in my office by 15 years. And so I was just this young kid who were like, who's this guy, you know? I got licensed and started learning and doing everything. Within 6 months, I won Rookie of the Year in my office. And really like quit football full time, went to real estate. Years after that, by selling, you know, the top 50 agent in the city 3 or 4 different times in a row. You know, every single day is a little bit different. That's been good.
Sort of 1 foot in NFL, like dreams and ambitions and hopes with that, and then 1 foot in real estate where you're sort of finding your way in that. How was that emotional journey, right? Like, because I guess like getting cut when that is going to be hard. Right?
Yeah,
it's tough.
Really tough. And so I used to have a coach in college who used to say that every top athlete dies twice. Obviously, whenever you die for good, and then also when you're told you're not good enough at the thing you love.
Yeah.
And so at 23, being told you're not good enough at something anymore, that really was your identity since I was 8 years old. It's like, this is who I am and this is what I do. It's very difficult to understand how really mentally exhausting, but also emotionally, like, am I not good enough anymore? What's this, what's that? And that's what I really loved about real estate, is because, you know, I missed the competition. I missed the, you know, being able to outwork somebody or put my hard work into something and then get rewarded for it. And really, that's why I think I was so successful at such a young age, is because I really took that, you know, competitive drive that I've always had and really turned it into real estate. I was so successful at such a young age, and obviously sitting here today.
And the peak of your career. But then, so was there a point where it was like, okay, this is I'm all in now? Was there a decisive moment you can remember, or was it fairly slow transition?
There was. So when I first moved to Jacksonville, like I said, I thought I'd be here for 2 weeks, worked out with a bunch of NFL teams, whatever else. And I'll never forget it. The linebacker coach, I won't say his name, for the Dolphins, told me, Corey, if you were in the 70s, if we were in the 70s, you'd be an awesome player, but we're not. And I think it's time that you move on. And I remember driving home from Miami to Jacksonville, crying, emotional, calling my mom, calling my dad and saying, what do I do now, right?
At what point do you go from the agency side of things and start thinking, maybe I'm more interested in building brokerages?
Yeah, so it's a really good question. I mean, my biggest thing in life is to seek opportunity, not always goals. Because I think people get so caught up in chasing goals or dreams that you actually miss all these little opportunities that come every day or every week, every month that can lead into big opportunities. So to be honest with you, I mean, I always thought about being a broker, always thought about owning my own company, those type of things, but really it was purely opportunity. Whenever Bo called me and said, hey, I'm buying the franchise rights in my territory, I asked, they do not have anybody in your territory, you should explore it. The if you were to ask me that even 6 months prior to that, I'd be like, I would never even think about that, right? But that was an opportunity that I thought, okay, well, if I was to do this, can I grow it? Can I do this? How can I make it work? And so I think my biggest thing was truly just seeking opportunity. I did like 8 months of just, due diligence and can I make this work and what is it going to look like and what type of financial commitment am I going to have, but also time commitment, right? And, all of these things. And it obviously worked out great, right? But at the same time, like there was obviously doubt in the beginning. There was obviously a lot of hard times in the beginning because like I said before, I was 27 years old, never been a broker before, never been a team lead before. And so here I am going to be opening a brokerage that people had never been in my market before. 9 people told me I should not do it. So my personality is, okay, those 9, I'm going to go prove it to you. About 7 of the 9 reached out to me and said, hey man, I was wrong. 2 of the 9 I still haven't heard from, right? But at the same time, to say that it didn't motivate me would be a lie. Self-motivated person in the first place. And I always have been, because I was never the most athletic. I was never the fastest. I was never any of those things. But I was always going to use my competitive drive and just my work ethic to outwork you. And I take the exact same approach in business. You have to pivot in life, and that's where I always think that, like, especially young people go wrong. Is they're 16, 17, 18 years old and they're seeking all these goals they want to accomplish, or I want to go and accomplish X or whatever, but they're missing so many opportunity pieces. Maybe it's an internship they should be taking, or maybe it's this, or maybe it's that, and a lot of people miss those opportunities because they're so fixated on trying something that they're trying to like imagine their life. And so if I would encourage anybody, it would be, open your eyes and your ears for opportunities that you don't even know are there. Yeah. And it could be a conversation. It could be a coffee with somebody who's successful in the industry you think you want to go in. It could be an internship. It could be, a phone call from somebody that says, hey, I need your help with this. Yeah. If you would have told 21-year-old Corey that he would be a real estate broker in Jacksonville, Florida, running $1 billion brokerage, I'd be like, what? Where is Jacksonville, Florida, number one?
On the chat yourself, Corey. It's been a pleasure having you on. Corey, thank you so much for coming on. I've loved having a chat with you. I hope you enjoyed it too.
It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
That is a well done.
Good shit, man.
That was so good. That was so good.
That was great.
So we just got done filming the podcast with Desert Island Deals, my man Alex right here. We did an hour and a half. So it was great dialogue, great conversation. So I can't wait to see the final product and obviously bring it to you guys on YouTube. So Alex, thank you so much for having us, Dan.
Cheers, Corey.
It was always a pleasure. So stay tuned. But tonight we have something so exciting. We are at the Rite of Passage World Premiere event. You guys have seen Lee Diot on our YouTube channel before. He's a really close friend of ours. And what makes tonight so special is this is like 3 or 4 years in the making. And what's awesome is that our brokerage was one of the key sponsors to putting Lee into this a whole entire event and Passage making possible and everything. So this is something that's been super near and dear to us. And so I am just beyond proud of Lee and getting here tonight because I know how many hours it's taken. I know how many years it's taken. And so to be here and celebrate him tonight and support him, it's so exciting. So I'm glad that you guys are here with us, and I'm just beyond proud of him as a friend, but also as a business owner and just everything that he's doing in the community. So I cannot wait to see the final world premiere of the Rite of Passage tonight.
I'm excited. This has been 5 years in the making. This looks delicious. I'm ready. I am ready. We're all ready.
So absolutely, once the credits roll, just know we've got more time and we're going to dissect this film and give you that inside look about exactly what happened to make this happen.
that kid kind of came out and said, this is your time whether you like it or not. I never knew this was a story I would have to tell. Life throws opportunities at you, it throws challenges at you, and that could be anything. It could be financial, it could be relationships, it could be loss, and it can either consume you or it can evolve you.
Whatever else. So we built this for you. You're more than welcome to use as much as you guys like. You're more than welcome to never use it, whatever here for you. But it's in dot loop, so if you guys are online, you're not getting a hard copy, you can go on there and print it out. This is just for you. What's up, everyone? Today is the day that we've been waiting on, and we are so excited. We are packing the car, headed to the airport. I got my cowboy boots on, I got my jeans on. That means we are headed to Nashville, Tennessee to do a couple